Well, day 17 of my 3D print shop remodel. What's on the agenda for today? Stay tuned, you'll find out. Welcome to 3D Accuracy, where I'll talk about 3D printing, 3D product design, and 3D injection and die-cast mold design. Thank you for joining me again. What are we doing? Something new and exciting. I don't have to be on my hands and knees on the floor today. We're going the opposite end of the spectrum. We're going up. Since I have all the expansion joints filled and all the little spaces where I created dams to control the flow of the sealant, which worked wonderfully, I'm very pleased with it. So all of this is finished. So next on the agenda is the ceiling. And what I'm going to do today is wipe the ceiling down. I want to wash it because of all the dust when I ground the floor with the diamond cup wheel. It was just so dusty. I want to wash the ceiling and I want to wash the walls to get rid of all that dust and all that crud before I start doing any patching, filling holes, cleaning up this bottom edge here. I want to seal that crack and then get to the painting. So basically what I'm going to do is nothing fancy. I'm just going to take an old mop and I'm just going to put some water in the bucket and I'm going to rinse the ceiling. I'm just going to wipe it with a damp mop to get all the dust out of here before I start moving on to the next step. And first I'll go with a broom and knock down all these spider webs and that kind of stuff. And then once I get the ceiling done, I'll move on to the walls. I'll probably do this side wall, get to that one and do the wall across the back of the shop. I should be able to do those two, I think. The only real obstruction here is the van, and I'll move that out later this evening. I don't want to drip water all over it. So what I'll do is I'll move that out after 6 o'clock when it gets a little bit cooler, and then I'll do that particular spot. Nothing difficult or complicated, and what I'm going to do using the mop, I don't have to be up and down on the ladder all day because that gets tiring very quickly. If I've got a bucket and I've got to rinse the sponge and go back up and wipe a spot, I can only reach so far, and then down the ladder, rinse, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's crazy stuff. So I don't want to do that. So I thought, let's use the mop. I can stand. All I got to do is reach up and wipe that floor, wipe the floor. Obsessed with the floor. I've been doing the floor for so many days. It's fried in there, And do the ceiling. We're going up today. We're doing the ceiling. There won't be a lot to show once I finish it. You're not going to be able to tell in the video whether it's any cleaner than it is now. But I'll do another video when I'm all done with it. Well, making some progress. Let me show you what's happening. The walls, they were dirtier than I thought they were. Of course, that's always the case, right? It's always more than you think it's going to be. I mean, how often do projects go that way? 95% of the time, right? All right, let me show you. So I'm using this old mop, and it works pretty good because I can get the ceiling, I can get up there and hit it, and I don't have to climb the ladder up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, which is pain in the butt. So I got this whole area, all of this area above the shop done. I got the wall all the way down, all the way over to approximately here. You can see where it starts to get dirty, see? You can see where it's been done a little bit. There's some rubbing on the wall, things that were stacked against the wall at one time or another previously, and so it made some marks on the wall. Of course, when I paint that, it's all going away. But I'm glad I decided to wash these walls and give them a good scrubbing because you can see how dirty this is. And so it's coming off nicely, and all I'm using is water. I'm just kind of rinsing it. I don't have anything strong in there to try to strip it. I don't think it's necessary, It's just dusty dirt from over the years never being cleaned, and a little bit of rub marks from whatever, but I'm not worried about that. It'll all go away when I paint, but I didn't want to paint over all this dirty So that's not a good thing to do. So making progress. The ceiling is easy. The water doesn't get very dirty on the ceiling. I can do a whole big section. I did this whole 1/3 of the shop here, and the water was, it was a little dirt in it, but not that much. But as soon as I started hitting the walls, boy, I've dumped the water, you know, just going in this one area here. I think this is my first or my fourth bucket full of water. I keep dumping it out because it's dirty. So anyway, I'm hoping to finish the shop today yet, this evening. I'll do the other side over there, do the ceiling first, and then once the ceilings are done, the walls go a little more quickly because they're easier to get at. The ceiling, you know, being up there, and I got to reach over things around here, so it's a little bit more cumbersome. But it's getting there. Definitely getting there. I can't wait to get to all the holes patched up and get to the painting part. That's going to be fun because now, you know, instead of doing all the prep, now we're getting into, okay, the fun part. We put the paint on, see what it looks like. We put the floor down, see what it looks like. Yeah, can't wait to get to that one. Okay, back at it. I got more work to do. Well, it's 8 p.m. and I'm finished for today. Not finished washing all the walls, but I'm finished for today. Let me show you what I did. Well, I got a good portion of the shop done. This wall is finished all the way to here. I still have to do this. I have to do a little bit of the ceiling in this area and part of this back wall from the corner right about to here. I got as far as the beam. Everything over there is done. Most everything up here is done. Just a little bit on the ceiling and a little bit on this back wall. And then everything is done as far as the washing is concerned. Then I got to patch all the holes and the cracks and that kind of thing and paint. And there may be a change of plans. My wife, after I wash the walls, she says, oh, the white looks so nice and bright. Maybe we should paint the walls white. So instead of the light gray, we may be painting the walls white. We're going to talk about it. So I may have to go to Lowe's and grab a couple more gallons of paint. So anyway, I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you're ever in need of 3D product design, 3D injection mold design, 3D die-cast mold design, or 3D printed prototypes or production parts, please feel free to contact me. You can find contact information in the video description. I look forward to hearing from you and to being of service to you. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate it. See you on 3D Accuracy's next video.